I had to wear tights under the robes. I remember teasing the crew or the stunt team by provocatively lifting my skirts to show them my wonderful legs with the garter belt on, and that's me being cheeky. I'm Ralph Fiennes, and this is my life in pictures. This is taken in the south of England in the county of Dorset. I'm the eldest of 6 children. I'm here with the stripes, and that is Jacob, that's Joseph, that is Sophie, that's Martha, and that's my brother Magnus. I can hear my dad going, "Come on, look at the camera. Yes, this it, look at me. That's it, smile." I can hear his voice. We were very much an arts family. My mother, whatever any of her children did, she was encouraging. Do it. But she was very strong about do it thoroughly. Don't just skim the surface of anything you're interested in. She'd get expensive drawing paper in, big sheets, and we were allowed to take a sheet and start a drawing. But if we didn't finish it, she would get frustrated. You didn't finish it. You started, but you haven't finished it. You must finish it. You can't just take a clean sheet of paper every time and not finish a drawing. So I guess she instilled in us a sense of you have to be tenacious and keep going and not give up. This is, I think, a well-known still from Schindler's List. It's Liam Neeson playing Oscar Schindler, opposite me playing Armand Goeth. And see me a bit chubby because I think I was trying to put on a bit of weight. The real Armand Goeth was very heavy. I bought what they called rapid weight gain powder. I think it was for people who had real issues with keeping any flesh on. Anyway, that was a thing that tipped me to having a soft, paunchy belly. When I look at this, I think of my friendship with Liam. He had been around the block with films, so he sort of had a wonderful, caring, supportive, kind of older brother quality. I think when you're there for someone on set, you just want to give them your full focus and energy. If you're off camera for them, you want to go, "No, I'm here," you want to help and say, "How can I help you?" You want to be present, and that's what I felt from Liam.
Look, all you have to do is tell me what it's worth to you. What's a person worth?
No. What's one worth to you?
He was wonderfully supportive. He's a dear friend. That's with J-Lo, shooting Maid in Manhattan in Central Park. It's a Cinderella story. It was rom-com writing. It was light. I think I felt a little bit at sea sometimes now. Who is this Republican senator? My antennae for things American, I think, got better since. But then I think I was kind of sometimes a little bit lost.
Why are you dressed that way, Caroline?
The woman you thought was a guest on this floor is the maid on this floor.
Is this true?
Yeah, it is. This would never happen at the Four Seasons.
I was friends with Natasha, and it was incredibly devastating to all of her friends, and of course to her family, that she died so tragically and so young. I have a lot of happy memories of spending time with Natasha and Liam. She was a wonderful, kind, open, generous host, wonderful actress, and I really valued her friendship. This is my younger brother. Here, I'm just looking at this picture, trying to remember where it was. He looks like he'd like to get away from my grip. I've got my arm around his shoulder. He looks like, "Get the off me, Rafe." If he was here, we would have a laugh. He's a brilliant actor.
Master Shakespeare.
The same, alas.
Why, alas?
A lowly player.
I thought you the highest poet of my esteem.
Oh, I am him too.
One day I hope we do a film together. I have no idea what kind of film it would be. It would be nice if it wasn't serious. He's far too handsome. We know that this is Voldemort from the last confrontation with Harry Potter. It went on for days, I think, shooting that. David Yates was directing, and I loved working with him because even though the films were huge and successful, he never stopped being very precise, very detailed about every element. I never felt him being general, I could imagine a director under pressure on a movie that size being, get that shot, that's great, we've got it, great, move on. But never. David Yates was just wonderfully, I could think, Rafe, it could be a bit more like this, and just give me this more. And incredibly precise. Even when I'm going, even stuff that's, non-verbal stuff. I think when I'm playing Voldemort, I'm trying to access something without empathy. It's about power and control and manipulating of people for power. There's a real, almost erotic pleasure in how I can control you. I know I have the power to do it. You have no chance. Michael Gambon, who played Dumbledore, is a great, great actor, but he was known to not take something too seriously, and he would fart about and take the piss, take the mickey of the subject matter, you know, being a bit campy between takes with his hands on his hips. Oh, darling, I went in. That sort of thing.
And while you battled, he had long since fallen on his knees.
I'm wearing these long silky robes. I had to wear tights under the robes. The tights would work their way down, so the gusset of the tight would be around my knees, and to get under the robes to hoik the tights up was a big thing, and it would be a bit of a pain in the arse. And then I said, why don't we cut them? And I put a garter belt on. And so I did sometimes. I remember teasing the crew or the stunt team by provocatively lifting my skirts to show them my wonderful legs with the garter belt on. That's me as M, No Time to Die. The Prince of Wales, as he was then, visited the set. The atmosphere changes when royalty visits a film set. Even if they don't button them up literally, there's a bit of internal buttoning up that might go on. Of course, you know, royalty provokes a spectrum of responses to people who say, oh, Prince of Wales is coming, what a pain. To other people, you know, did you see him? What was he like? Mostly it's warm. I mean, he's very charming to meet and easy. I realise that it's written that I'm related. I don't know that I am. You could say everyone's related if you... okay. So I don't really know about that. I don't think it's true, but if it is, it's probably very tenuous. So if I look at this picture, the first thing that strikes me is my deep connection and friendship with Juliette Binoche. It's a picture from the last scene of the film, coming together, reunion. I'm very moved looking at this picture. It sort of symbolises for me my very deep friendship and collaboration with Juliette. That's what I get from this picture. We worked together on a difficult production of Wuthering Heights. We had the curse, if you like, of famous literary roles, which had been done many times and quite successfully. So it was difficult creatively, but not in terms of our sense of trust and an alliance, I think, was formed. So when we were doing English Patient, we had that as credit in the bank.
I'm still here.
You'd better be.
Don't depend on it, will you? That little bit of air in my lungs, each day it gets less and less.
When she laughs now about me being prone, covered in latex and not able to move, and she could be free to walk around and administer to me. And that was a happy experience for us, very much. And since The English Patient, we've stayed friends. We've both have done theatre work, we've come to see each other, and I've got to know her over the years, her kindness, her openness, her freedom, her courage. I find her very inspirational.
What will the people say when they see I have returned alone? That I led all their men to their deaths?
This film came about because the director, Umberto Pasolini, said to me, I want you as Odysseus. I said, okay, I think I'm too old. He says, no, you're the right age, but who should play Penelope? I think it should be Juliette. And I went, yeah. So Juliette teases me. He said, you always say Umberto chose, you didn't want me? And I said, well, as soon as he said your name, I wanted you, but that was the way it went.
I am Odysseus' wife.
Odysseus is dead.
Not to me.
This is a great still, because it sort of sums up our bond, I think, as two friends, two actors. Yeah, it's meaningful to me.